Hi, good evening, good night. It's 8:20. This is Kenya Rahmaan, author and founder of the Child Support Hustle. I hope you guys are doing well. I am doing great. Thank you for virtually asking, as I'm sure you would if we were face to face. Uh, As the title says, um, well, before I get into that and why I made this title, one of the reasons why I wanted to come on YouTube is uh, I've been advocating for a long time, as a lot of people know that are familiar with the child support hustle. So I pretty much, after I wrote my book, I've been advocating for over 8 years. And so I've pretty much, if I haven't spoken about it, I've written about it, I've done a video about it, I posted about it. So child support, I've pretty, like I've done it. I've helped people with cases, I've advocated, I've done it. So I was pretty much repeating what I had already done. So I figured, how can I still be active in the movement? This is one of the reasons, be active in the movement and reach more people. And YouTube, my son was talking to me and he suggested that I do it this way. And YouTube, I figure I can make a video, discuss, you know, different topics of what was going on. Basically, what I was doing on Facebook and reach more people. Hi, who's that? Martin. Um, yeah, they do. And reach more people. So when I get questions, and I get a lot of the same questions, of course, a lot of parents have the same question. I can put a link in there, like I'll give a link to if I wrote an article about it or a video that I've made. So with YouTube, if I make a video about a certain topic, I can just send a link and explain what I've already talked about. So this is one of those times. Hi, Fred. Thanks for joining me. So I don't know if the child support system is sending out mad letters to parents about, they're about to get sued for child support. I don't know if I know that they've been advertising. Hi, Reggie. Thanks for joining me. I know they've been advertising because I had said maybe last year, a lot of the kids that were in the system, my daughter included, back in the 90s, have aged out of that system when everybody under Bill Clinton. Those children are aging out or have aged out that system. So of course they have to come and get new victims to this child support hustle. So what I'm finding out now is that parents are inboxing, they're getting letters. Should they respond? How should they respond? And everything like that. So that's why I'm making this video. And what I want to say, if you're getting a letter from child support and you don't already have a system, a child support orders, or it's not a judgment against you or anything like that, throw that shit in the trash. They don't have jurisdiction over you. And what they'll do is they'll send these threatening letters as if you started bothering them. Like, you need to contact us. You need to give us your financial information. You need to do something for them. And in actuality, you never even contacted them. You never asked them for anything. And you never gave them your name. Somebody else did that. The other parent went down there, and I'm talking to unmarried parents and who, like, the custodial parent went down there and maybe applied for cash benefits or applied for food stamps or applied for some benefit. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It's like I heard my door. Oh, I did. So they applied for some benefit, right? So when they went down there, they put them onto you. Hey, sorry about that. They gave them your name. They gave them your information. You didn't go down there. So they have an obligation to question them, not you. So if they send you a letter and it might even be strongly worded, so what? You don't owe them anything. They don't have jurisdiction over you. You don't have to tell them shit about you. Especially if you're taking care of your children. If they're gonna, here's how this goes, and I put the links in the description because I did this video. I've done this video before about voluntary child support participation being voluntary, and how they have to have service with the child support complaint before, and they have to get judgment against you before they ever can start with all these things like garnishments, license suspensions. Like, this is a whole process. When they go down there and the custodial parent gives your name, oh, this is the father, because they have to participate. They have to participate with child support in order to get these benefits, welfare benefits. That still has nothing to do with you. So they have to cooperate. And moms, if you're watching, or custodial parents, if you're watching, watch those sneaky people, because when you sign those papers and say that you cooperate, you are signing all your rights over to the state for any future, present and future child support. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to put the other parent, the paying parent, in arrears. So they're going to owe the state back child support. So you're probably not going to get any money. And if you do, it's going to be up to $200. And that's in most states. So once again, it has nothing to do with the non-custodial parent until they get a judgment. And if you're taking care of your children, they can't come in and say anything to you with their strongly worded letters and their threats and their, you need to send us this information and you need to send us that information. That's going in the garbage. Or a return to sender. You don't owe them anything. You don't owe them a response. You don't owe them a phone call. You don't owe them anything, especially if you're taking care of your children. Because all child support is an order against you saying that you don't take care of your children and that you have abandoned them. If that's not your issue, then make them prove it. And that means you don't have to, like I said, answer anything. They send you a letter and tell you to do something. I ain't gonna say what I would say, but y'all know from my videos, if y'all watch them, I cuss a lot. That's the you, Robert. You probably have you probably already have a child support order. This is if you don't have an order. I'm talking about this is fresh out the gate. For whatever reason, y'all broke up. I had somebody hit me up and say, you know, he and his baby's mom broke up. She went down to child support. They send a letter. Does he have to respond? No, you don't. Now, if you're married and getting a divorce, that's a whole different thing. I'm not talking about that because there's usually lawyers involved, and that's different. I'm talking about Title 4D cases where the welfare system is involved, and she's going or he's going down. You got the attorney general involved, and they're just sending you out a letter and asking you to come in and agree to this and sign that. Don't sign shit. You don't have to. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna try to. Let me see if I have any questions, because, and I know these letters. I read them, and they're so menacing. So if you don't know the system, because just think, they send out hundreds and thousands of these letters per year. This is their job. The government gets paid by orders established. So they just do this, and whoever they want you just to come in and agree to this. Agreed. They want this. But now, because they've been exposed, the system has been exposed over the years. They know people know their rights more. They know how everything moves around. So now they have to try different things. Now they're still going to try their tactics because not everybody knows. what's going on. They don't know about the child support hustle, and you have to be served, and it's a lawsuit and everything like that. So that's why we have to tell people and share the information and share this video, and don't forget to like and share later, subscribe, all that good stuff. But we have to let people know, because if not, they're going to keep doing it. Sim. Well, does he already have a child support order? Because if they don't have that order, the only way, if you have an order already, if you agreed, if you already signed something and you agreed to it, or if when the baby was born and you signed an AOP acknowledging the paternity, they can get a child support order that way. This is without a child support order. They just, it's brand new. Your baby's mom or your baby's dad have custody, and he went down there. He said, I'm filing child support against you. So they sent you a letter. Like, well, you need to contact us because we need to get your financial information because somebody, the parent filed child support against you. You don't have to do anything. Is what I'm saying. You don't have to do anything. They don't have any rights over you. And they really need, and which they're not going to do. They don't have to. They don't have an obligation to tell you. You don't have to do this. In the small writing, they'll say you have a right to a hearing. You have a right to appeal and stuff like that. But that's after you've signed whatever documents they've asked you to sign. Well, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, that's after you've signed whatever they have coerced you into signing or bullied you into signing. But their only mission, hi Stephanie, their only mission is to get you in that system. And you have to look at words like people think this system is mandatory. You have to look at words like enrollment. If this system, child support system, was mandatory, they wouldn't be asking people to come in and enroll in the child support system. They would say you have to come in and sign up for this system. If you don't, there's a penalty. Like with the IRS, you have to pay taxes. That's mandatory. The child support system is not like that. So it's very important that you know your rights when you're going in there. You have a right to provide for your child outside of that system. And so, again, if you want to know more, this is just, get a letter. You're not in the system. You can throw it in the trash. They can't do anything to you. Now, if you know that you have a child support order already in the system, there's a judgment against you or whatever, I wouldn't advise you to throw the letter away, because it might be something to say you got a warrant or, something about something serious. But if there's nothing on record and they're just sending you some bullshit to say you need to come down there and do something, you don't need to do shit. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty corrupt, especially when it comes to this child support system. I know this is off topic, but I saw the ACLU. I posted on Facebook. If you guys want to go, not too many people are still on Facebook, but I have a Facebook page over there, and it has, a bunch of people. I post over there too, but I post news articles, and a lot of people share, their stories, and it's a pretty popular group. So if you want to go over there, give me a like and a follow. That'd be great. But I saw that the ACLU are filing a lawsuit on behalf of prisoners that are being sued for debt, outrageous debt, while they're locked up and getting out, and they have this debt they can't afford to pay. And of course, you guys know that the ACLU have been going hard for student loan debt, and how it disproportionately affects Black people, minorities, and things like that. And I put a post up and I'm like, it's so, it's not funny, but I don't know what the connection besides corruption, and I'm not trying to, I don't know, so I'm saying alleged corruption, that they ignore the injustices that are every day perpetrated against non-custodial parents, because non-custodial parents are bogged down with so much debt that they can't afford to pay, and parents, non-custodial parents, are disproportionately affected by the child support system. It's been documented, it's been studied, it's been, everything that they are fighting for these other two groups of people. And I'm for the fight, like I get it, and I support both of those fights. But in those cases, they have both, you know, one has been convicted of a crime and one has signed up for that loan to pay it back. Well, then you have the non-custodial parent who has not signed up to repay welfare benefits and has not agreed to anything, to this debt or anything. It's a fake debt, and yet the ACLU is silent. And when I first started advocating, I would, ask parents, have you contacted the ACLU? And one parent said he was told, and I think this was the ACLU in Ohio, that they don't work with people that are represented or work with a group or an organization, referring to me. And I wasn't an organization then. And I said, well, I'm just an individual helping out, but that's how so I just told people, don't mention that you are working with me, anything. So I just thought that was, I guess, weird is the word. Like, you're fighting these battles for debt, and we're in debtor, they're using debtor prisons and all this kind of stuff, and no, not one peep about child support. I gotta turn this up. This light is. Hold on one second. Oh, I thought this was my touch screen. I have to. Hold on, I'll answer your question. I'll try to answer. If I have a warrant, is there an affidavit? I don't know if there is an affidavit to lift a warrant. However, I would explore the options of if your rights to due process were violated. And when I say that, if you did not have the ability to pay when the warrant was issued, I would contact the child support regional office, and file a complaint against that agency. And what they have to do, and this is per the United States Supreme Court, they have to do kind of, there's procedures in place. So they have to determine whether you have the ability to pay whatever they're asking for you to pay. You have to be able to cover that debt before they issue a warrant for your arrest. If you cannot pay that, they are not supposed to issue a warrant. You're not supposed to be put in jail. So there's more to that. But the case that I'm referring to that came down from the Supreme Court in 2011 is Turner versus Rogers. So if you look at my videos, I have some other videos where I address that. So I'll put in the, let me see. I'll put in the, I think if I click off of here, but let me see if I can put the link to the federal office of enforcement in here, and then you can file a complaint. Because if that was not the case and they did not offer you other safeguards to see if you could pay, then you should not have a warrant. They have violated your right to due process. I hope that answered your question. That's not right. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna try to get this link. And they'll probably send you to the regional office, but it doesn't matter. Just have them review your case, because every jurisdiction should be doing this. And when I say this, I mean they should be following certain protocol to determine if you have the ability to pay before they send you, before any warrant is issued. I'm sorry, guys. My computer's been acting, it's either been moving too slow or hasn't been moving at all. Let me just keep talking to this. Yes, it's Turner versus Rogers. If you Google it, it'll come up. Okay. What you mean carry your children? I don't understand what you mean. The rescission. Yeah, if you file that rescission document, like different states have time limits, which I think is bullshit too, because if you find out that the child isn't yours, I don't care if it's 15 years later. Why should you still have to pay child support? Especially, but they do have, most states have something where if it's under fraud or I can't think of the wording exactly, but they'll let you, some will let you get out of the child support, but that depends on the circumstance and the judge. But it depends on the time limit as far as you filing a paternity rescission. It's based on the state. I'm still trying to find the link, or fool with this stupid computer. Let's see. I'm gonna get it together though. No, what is that? Greentown. They are not supposed to, even though they do. The reason why they are not supposed to use your disability compensation is because it is not income. I don't care how they slap it, flip it, and rub it down. Your VA compensation is not income. It's based on an injury or disability or a sickness that you incurred or that happened to you while you was in the military, while you were in the military. It's not based on work. So it's not income. That's why they can't use it. They have to go through the VA and file and I can never say this word. If anybody watch his words, I just can't say. So it's apportionment or something like that. If you go to my video and you said you watched it, look at the description. I have a bunch of links and it'll break it down. But there's a process. But to garnish VA disability that does not include retirement is against the law. That money is exempt and they use it for income, and it's not income. And this stuff that the argument is as old as I don't know what. I think like since the 40s or something, they've been arguing about that. And it's not income. And it's so funny because the same people that's trying to make the income, if it was their money and they got hurt or whatever, they would say the same thing. You can't have it. Like 100% total disability out of the military, you can't work. Like that's your only income. He not sure. They can't count it. Tell your manager to tell your manager. Wait, your case manager from the VA. Damn, why can't I find this damn link? You gonna have to no, I'm gonna find it. I was about to say to email me, but I'm gonna find it. I know it's here. Yeah, I don't remember who asked me the question, but if you send me, let me just look it up. Shit. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna get this. But if you tell them, if your case manager, if you're talking about from the VA, tell them that there's a process that they have to go to from child support. No. Tell the case manager to go to the VA. That's all you have to say. Go to the VA. There's a process, and show her from the VA. Go to my video again. Go to the description, and there's a link to the VA. Give her that. If you have to print it out, tell them to go there. You don't tell the case manager. Tell her to go that way. That way. It's the law. You have to. These caseworkers overstep because they've been allowed to for so long. We know our rights. Then you can arm yourself with the information that you need to protect your rights. And VA disability compensation is exempt from child support garnishments. Hi, Alex. How are you? Thanks for joining. Okay, so I can't see. Thank you. I can't find the link that I'm looking for. So let me see if I can find you. I think it's can't we all just get along? If you send me an email, I'm gonna put my email in the chat. And I'll find the complaint information for you, the link, and you can send me, and I'll send it to you via email, okay? Because I can't find it. And I'm on their website, and they be moving it so much because they don't like that shit. They don't like it. And if you guys have any questions, and I can give you, point you in the right direction, it's my pleasure to do so. If you want to know just like the background of, the child support system, like the Title 4D, when you guys see people talking about it and want to know more, like how it all, you're welcome. Everything, how it starts, how they're able to do this, how they're able to charge non-custodial parents with this fake debt and everything like that. That's not, the basics that's in my book, The Child Support Hustle. And you can get that on my website, thechildsupporthustle.com. Put that. In there, and I have a lot of articles there that that can, I got a lot of information there, a lot of links. Now, when you go to a lot of the links, they have been, which I just discovered, taken down over the years. They didn't like this stuff getting out. So I'm just letting you guys know that if you see page not found, that's very common, but just trust and believe it was there. So I think that's it. Yeah. So to recap, if you don't have a child support order in the system, and your baby's mom or baby's dad went down there and trying to file child support against you, and you just receive a letter and they're saying oh, you need to get in contact with us and you need to send us this and you need to send us that. Throw that shit in the trash. You don't need to send them anything. Nothing. You don't owe them anything. You didn't contact them. They contacted you. You didn't sign anything and don't sign anything. You don't have an obligation to them. You don't have to do anything that they say. And I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying child support participation, unless there's welfare involved, is voluntary. You can take care of your children without the involvement of the government. Even if you got your people in the ear, boy, you better sign that. You better go on there and put yourself on child support. Don't you ever put yourself on child support. That's not going to let you. That's not going to make them let you see your children. They're two separate issues, and they have no problem telling you that. For civil rights violations. I don't have any lawyers. I have a couple lawyers that I've worked with. You guys are familiar with Cassandra Daniels up here in Houston, but for the most part, it's really hard to find attorneys in this family court arena that's I feel are really for the parents, just because there's so much money. There's so much money involved. So I would definitely check some. I would start with some father rights groups to see what attorneys they have that are involved with them. They're like I said, when I first started, this wasn't the arena wasn't so broad. It wasn't so many people involved. But now it'll probably be easier for you to find a civil rights attorney. I really would love to see parents suing and getting justice, because the system has done real damage to parents and children. And it was done on purpose, and it was done by design. And that's not my opinion. That's a fact. So I'll keep my eyes open, Alex, to see if I can see what I can see. But yeah, I'll see if I see anything. But let me know if you see anything. I think everybody should get together and sue the whole government. I appreciate you too, Mr. Randall. Okay, guys, I was determined to do this live today. I said, I don't care how late it is, I'm coming on this live because I had that on my mind. I said, I'm not going to answer one more message about, do I need to fill this? No, you don't have to do anything. Tell them people, y'all do what y'all going to do. I'm going to take care of my kids. Y'all go do whatever and take care of your children. Again, I never advocate, nor has anybody I ever worked with, anybody that I've ever had on my team. We've never advocated for any parents not to provide and take care of their children. I would never say that. And I don't believe in that. But you can take care of your kids without the government involved in taking from your kids and your family. So I do believe that. So good night, you guys. Stay safe. Be kind to one another. And yeah, I hope to see you guys on my next live video. If you haven't already, please click the like button and click the subscribe button. Tell your friends to tell a friend to do the same. And I'll catch you back here when I have another topic to talk about. And fight the power.